Hi everyone, this is Deb. I'm doing the paper pumpkin alternatives for the January 2020 kit. Stamp Girl, who is Paige, also did them. Now I'm a demonstrator, she is not. Don't know if that makes a difference because she probably has as much or more Stampin' Up stuff as I do. Anyway, let me just show you what I did. The first things I did are all little note cards. So I used just what was in the kit. I did them a little different than what they pictured. This one I did stamp the background, but I added a half of a pearlized doily from the annual catalog, and I thought that turned out cute. And then this one I turned this way, but I did it basically the same way. And then this one I actually heat embossed with white embossing powder the background stamp. That's from the stamp in the kit, you know, this big one here. And it turned out okay. I would not recommend it really, but anyway. And then I turned this little circle upside down, put thank you, and I put some of the white twine behind the heart, and I stamped all over the heart in Rococo Rose color, which is the coordinating color in the set, because the heart looks like this. They have some that are either with white or plain in the kit. So those are the 4 little note cards I made. Probably I have 4 more. I think. Hold on. Because I cut one up, but I thought I counted that I had 4 more. So I think maybe I got an extra because they were supposed to be 8. But I actually have 4 remaining, and I actually cut one up, which you'll see on a few cards from now. So those are my note cards. And then I wanted to do something with the pocket because, you know, I have tons of these. You get 20 of these, and I used 2. So let me show you what I did for the first one. I pulled out my Mosaic Mood designer paper, specialty designer paper, and I made a pocket card. It's just plain, or it doesn't open or anything. It's just it's an 11 by 4 1/4 inch sheet of paper, but you score it differently, and you score it at 1 1/2 and I think 5 1/2. Then you just fold it up and then fold this flap down. So that's how you do that. But before you glue that down, you cut your what I did is I cut one designer piece of paper to be the 5 1/4 by 4, and then I just cut a 1 1/2 inch strip, or maybe it was a 2 inch strip off the top of it and put it down up here. So this is the pocket. I actually meant that for it to be in there. It comes out like that. So this is the top of a second bag, and what I did is I took my mint macaron dark Stampin' Blend and colored the twine in the kit with that, tied it through this piece, and then I glued it down like a little ruffle after I stamped with some of the stamps in the kit on the mint macaron cardstock. Okay, so that's how I did that. And then I used the rest of that bag on the next card. And then this little envelope, I had 2 of these flower faceted gems left in this color, which it doesn't say they're mint macaron, but I can't remember, but I thought they went well. But I reinforced it with a little strip of mint macaron paper, because you're going to get a lot of use pulling in and out of that. I love those little bags, I really do. I think they'll be good in journals and stuff. And then I made a tag with the mint macaron cardstock. I took, this is I think the pink one, yeah, one of the plain pink hearts turned upside down, and then I used the stamp in the kit with mint macaron ink, stamped that heart, and then I turned the little taggy thing upside down that has the yellow around it, and stamped for you, and then I have 3 tulips on there. And that is supposed to go in the bag, in the pocket. You could put a gift card. You can't put anything bulky in here. And I made that so the twine should go up between, oh, and the tag I punched with the Delightful tag topper, which is more rounded with a round hole. I didn't want to use the flat one because the bag had round ones in it, but I didn't want the holes in the bag to show. So, and I used some more of that twine and colored it here. So that's my second project, if you will. And then I wanted to finish the rest of the envelope that I had cut the top off of. So what I did is if you look at them, the seams are tucked under and glued along both edges. But what I did is I just took my scissors in like this and went all the way down both sides, and one of the pieces fell off and the other one didn't. Well, when that opens up, you get like a triangle with the foiled green on it. So what I did on this one, then, I'm using mint macaron cardstock again. I took the Script D 3D embossing folder. I put mint macaron ink on it, ran it through the die cutting machine, so you get a real faint mint macaron Script D under there. And then before I put this down, and I could not get rid of this seam, but it's okay. I think it still looks pretty good. I did the same thing I did with the twine, only with the Whisper White crinkled seam binding ribbon that's in the mini catalog for 2020. It's in part of the Peaceful Poppy suite. So I actually just glued it down along the edge, and then I tied another piece into a bow and stuck it down with a glue dot. And here I used the punches, the heart punch pack, and I did one out of Rococo Rose and then Whisper White, but this is a stamp out of the kit, and so is this, For You with Love. For You with Love. And inside I just did the little flowers that came in the kit up in the corners. So I thought that came out cute as well. Something unique. So then I thought, you know, we have Highland Heather and we have Rococo Rose, but I went with Purple Posy and Rococo Rose, which I'll show you next. So this actually is a design, it's a My Favorite Things design, and it's number, it's not exactly like theirs, but I was inspired by it. It's MFTW SC8 is the number. And so this is Purple Posy. This is Highland Heather to coordinate with the hearts. Another piece of Purple Posy. This here is Berry Vanilla, actually, but it's okay. Scallop lace trim. And then I just bumped up, well, I stamped Happy Valentine's Day on one of the tag pieces they gave in the kit. I dyed the ribbon with dark Highland Heather. This was a little heart in my stash that I punched out. I had a little tiny square of Purple Posy left, and I wanted to punch a little heart out, so I did. So that is not a Stampin' Up! Punch, but these would both fit the Stampin' Up! Punch. Anyway, I dyed this, tied it through the hole there, bumped this up, this one's glued down, and I bumped this up after I tied the bow on it, and then I just used 3 of the little flowers from the kit, and inside just another piece of the paper. Oh, that paper is from the Woven Threads Designer Series paper in the annual catalog, as is the Mosaic Mood on this card, which I don't know if I mentioned. That's Mosaic Mood Specialty Designer Series paper. So I'm trying to use some of my annual papers too. And I did put that in the back here also. And then I just stamped only 2 of the little sets of flowers there. So I thought that came out cute as well. So then I thought, well, I need to do Rococo Rose because that's part of the pumpkin kit, right? So this is part of the Woven Threads Designer Series paper too. This is Rococo Rose here and here. Again, that scalloped lace trim to give it the scallop edge. And then what I did is I used the Stitch So Sweetly, I think they're called, dies. I don't have them right here. Yes, I do. Hang on. I used the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And I used this one here. And they're in the mini catalog as well. But what I cut it out of was one of the note cards that already has the green on the background, you know, like this. So I cut it out of there. And then I had a little bit around the edges, so I cut that down and then part of the white, and I just made 2 strips there. So then I wrapped the twine around this, stamped Happy Valentine's Day and Rococo Rose on one of the circles turned upside down from the kit. This is bumped up, this is bumped up, and then I used 5 of the pinkish color flowers from the kit, pink and some purple in them. So I actually like the green with it. I think it helps break up too much rose on there, but I had to have a heart on there, right? And inside I just used the paper again, a strip of Rococo Rose, and some Whisper White. And then the last card I did, I went with the bees, because there's little bees in this kit, right? So here you go. This is on crushed, it's on thick Whisper White, crushed curry. Now these two, this actually is one piece of paper. It's out of the Celebration Golden Honey Specialty Designer Series paper, which I love. So this is one side of the paper, and then this is the other side of that same paper. This is a pearlized doily. This is a stitched circle, which it's from the Stitched Shapes dies, and it was, oh, I think I still have it out somewhere. It's the 3rd one there. Uh-oh. I need to find that. I don't know what I do with my die. So anyway, yeah, it's probably still on my die cutting machine. And then what I did is I took the stamp from the kit and stamped it in crushed curry all over that circle, because all the sentiments were small and they looked overwhelmed in there. But these are the bees from the kit. These are the, I mean the stamp from the kit, the bee stamp here. And then these bees were the punch outs from the kit, which I still have a whole nother sheet of those. So I stamped Be Mine on the crushed curry side, and I think that came out cute. And I just put a little bow with the white twine from the kit. And then on the inside, just crushed curry, Whisper White, Happy Valentine's Day, and one of the little bees. Sorry, I'm up too high. There we go. So those are my alternatives for January. I have tons of other ideas, but I have to stop now. You know, I get into it, and then I just want to keep coming up with more and more, but can't really do that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have room here for all of them. So there we go, a pocket card, 4 little note cards, and I probably will use the rest of them for thank yous, the 4 that I have left. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with 18 more of these bags. We'll see. So anyway, those are my alternatives. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you with for February's in probably a couple weeks here, as soon as we get it. They don't come out till the 11th, so if you're interested in Paper Pumpkin, you can click on the link that says for Paper Pumpkin, click here, down below each of my videos, and it'll take you to my web link to purchase Paper Pumpkin. It's, I believe it's $22 a month plus tax, shipping's included, unless you do the prepaid. Anyway, $22 plus tax, and it comes to your door every month, but you can cancel at any time, and you can also just suspend a month if, you know, I announce something and you say, oh, that doesn't look like I really want that one. Just suspend it for a month and then start back up the next month, and there you go. For example, some people don't like Halloween, other people love it, so you can skip the Halloween if you want. Yeah. Anyway, really fun kit. I really love this kit. Just out of time to make any more. So I'll talk to you again soon. Hugs, love, and peace.